Hey guys, so welcome back to another book collection video. In this video I will be showcasing my Nightmare Hall collection. If you have not seen, I have a bunch of other book collection videos which I will gladly link above, and I also have short films and series, so there's a lot of content on this channel. So, to get right into this, Nightmare Hall is a series of young adult novels written by Diane Hoh. Diane Hoh wrote a lot of horror books in the Point Horror series, which you have not seen. I have a part 1 and a part 2. I'll link them both above. She had her own spin-off series called Nightmare Hall. So what exactly is Nightmare Hall? It's a series of books, and it pretty much centers on this college, Salem University, in upstate New York, and specifically there's a building called Nightingale Hall, which the students call it Nightmare Hall because of all the spooky things that happen and murders, and so pretty much it's kind of like Fear Street, with the sense of one location kind of connecting. And I also have a Fear Street book collection video too. So alright you guys, so yeah, these are pretty standalone. They only kind of reference just Nightmare Hall, but I think for the most part they're pretty standalone. So alright you guys, I'll showcase my collection, and I'll also talk about the ones that I have read, and then at the end I'll kind of give a little critique or opinion about the overall series, because it's a little mixed for me. So okay you guys, alright, that all out of the way, let's get started. The first one here I have is book number 2. It's called The Roommate. You can't have a college horror story without having a roommate, right? The next one here is book number 4 called The Wish, which I have read this one, and it was alright. It wasn't terrible, and it has a beautiful step-back cover art. Look at that. The wizard and the card, and, so. Not all of these books have the beautiful step-back cover art, but some of them do. Next one here is book number 6 called Guilty. And I've got actually have 3 of these books I got from a used bookstore. Look at that. And the rest I got on Amazon for fairly cheap. So, the next one here I have is called The Experiment, which is actually the most recent book I've read, which is book number 8. And this was by far the worst book, in my opinion. Oh, look at that. The step-back cover, though, is awesome. The big spider. But it was pretty bad. I'll get into it more at the end, so. Alright, next one here I have is book number 9, which I've read, is The Night Walker. And it has a step-back cover art. Look at that. The next one here I have is Last Date, book number 11, which I've also read this one as well. Look at that. I love these step-back cover art. They're perfect. The next one here I have is book number 12 called The Whisperer. And I did get this one online, and originally it was supposed to be a step-back cover, but no. So that kind of annoying, The next one here I have is Monster, which is book number 13, which I think this one is one of my favorite step-back covers. Watch guys here, check it out. Holy fuck. Look at that. Me getting up to get a snack at 2 a.m. Alright, next one here I have is The Initiation, which I've read Monster, and I've read this one too, book number 14. Next one here I have, we're almost done, is Last Breath, which is book number 17. Next one here we have is book number 19, which is called The Coffin. Alright, we have here book number 22, The Vampire's Kiss, which I've read this one too. And yeah, some of these books have to do with the paranormal, supernatural, like ghosts and vampires and monsters, but for the most part, they're just like a teacher or a killer or a boyfriend or girlfriend or classmate. And last one here, guys, I have is Kidnapped, book number 27, which this book and The Coffin are a little longer. They're like 200 something pages, and most of these books range between 130 and 170, 80 pages, but some of them go over 200, so. Alright, you guys, so now I'm just going to talk real quick just about what I think overall. You know, I don't hate the series at all. I enjoy it. You know, they're fairly easy, quick to read. You know, probably finish in a night or so, depending how long you want to sit down and read the book. But a lot of them are very repetitive. You know, I mean, they're young adult, you know, so nothing obviously too crazy happens, but for the most part, the stories are kind of, you know, by the numbers. They're all kind of the same. I think most of the protagonists, if not all, are a young girl. Very beautiful, and, you know, sometimes that's her only defining quality, is that she's really pretty. And she usually always has like 2 or 3 guys that are kind of like red herrings or that are love interests. And they're usually very weird. And about the guys in these books, most of the guys are pretty awful. They're either very abusive or angry or just creepy, or they don't take no for an answer, and it's very odd. A lot of these guys too wear leather jackets and jeans, you know, or they have a ponytail. So very 90s, but you know, but I mean, I'm not hating on it. They're fun. I personally think the covers are a lot better than the stories. Sorry. Nobody really dies in them, and the character usually gets like a prank, or someone usually sends them a note, or somebody calls them and they can't like their voice is like usually described in like a whisper, so it doesn't really say if it's male or female, but like, I don't know. So they usually get sent threatening calls or messages, or there's like their stuff gets destroyed. Like, that's pretty much literally in every single book. But they're kind of guilty pleasures for me, and I do enjoy them. And Diane Hoh is awesome. She also wrote point horror books, and, you know, she's not a bad author. It's just that I think material gets very repetitive after a while. But, I mean, hey, if you like it, you like it, you know. It's the 90s, and they're horror, so. Alright, you guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know, have you guys read any Nightmare Hall books? Are you collecting any of them? Do you like them? Do you not like them? Let's have a discussion, so feel free to comment down below. And also make sure you subscribe, like this video, turn on your post notifications so you get notified every time I make a new video. Alright, you guys, that is it. Peace!